The G-Keep Grove, thou glowing shrine of thirst traps, scams, and dollar signs. We chant in tones both grim and low, for virtue fled a long time ago. Kyrie eleison, Christe descendat, final form Jesus return in wrath. With six-pack glistening, sword in hand, he cometh swift to cleanse the land.
Now, y'all, I thought that someone was punking me when I read this, but apparently, Mommy Dearest wasn't the only evil mom, or maternal bonding. She's gonna have, look, this child is gonna have so much to tell Oprah. A mother donated her daughter's pony to the zoo so it can be devoured by lions. Nothing goes to waste. I mean, this is like frugal, like cheapskate from TLC. This is a little much. Well, hold your horses. A Danish woman donated her daughter's pet pony to a zoo in Denmark. Now, we covered this story before about, donate your local family pet uh, to, feed the wild critters in the zoo. What in the hell is going on here? Now, Pernell Soul reportedly gifted her teenage daughter, Angelina's German riding pony, Chicago 57, to the Alborg Zoo in the country's northern region. Now, the zookeepers have said they were hoping to mimic the natural food chain of predators by feeding them smaller donated pets. It might sound dramatic and bizarre, but that you would feed your pets to animals in the zoo, Soul 44 told the Times, but they're going to be put down anyways, and it's not like they're alive when they're given to the predators. Oh, this is a family I need to meet behind glass where I can be safe. Now, Alborg Zoo has asked for donations of healthy animals that need to be given away for various reasons, including guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens, to be gently euthanized before being used as a meal, the facility said in a Facebook post. In zoos, we have a responsibility to imitate the natural food chain of animals in terms of both animal welfare and professional integrity. I don't know, in the same blog post, you should put professional integrity and then can we have all of your, extra puppies? I don't know how that's going to sell well, but holy spadonkles. I don't know that this is a great idea. Now, horses are also accepted and will be, taken over the Rainbow Bridge and then, given to the animals with the owners pocketing a tax deduction. Nothing goes to waste, and we ensure that natural behavior, nutrition, and well-being of our predators, the zoo wrote on Facebook. Now, Soul said her daughter's pony was donated after it was euthanized due to pain from long-term health struggles in 2020. Now, Chicago 57 was suffering from a form of eczema brought on by mosquito bites that became irritated in the summer and unfortunately led to open wounds that, caused an infection. He had to wear a jacket and leg protection toward the end of his life and was 22 when he passed away. Okay, so this story's slightly better in that her daughter didn't want to ride it, and she's like, fine, I'll give it to the little bit easier, but also wouldn't that infect the meat? Like, I'm not a doctorologist, but if you have a fairly full body, infection, wouldn't that be tainted meat? I'm not trying to be a butthole, but that just, I don't know. They're doctors. I'm sure. I I don't think anything is right about this story. I get all of the logical points. I really, really do. But no, this is the sign of the end times. Now, Angelina was just 13 at the time of her beloved pony's death, and Soul gave her the choice as to whether she wanted to donate the pony to, the zoo or not. I gave Angelina the various options, and she chose to go with the zoo because it made most sense. She wanted to follow the food chain, and she wanted Chicago 57 to benefit other animals. Now, Soul, who runs a small farm in Denmark that allows children with mental health issues to spend time with horses, said that the Alborg Zoo, helped Chicago pass on peacefully, and she and her daughter, I guess, were able to be there which is a comfort. Look, when Fry passed, it was very comforting to be able to hold his paw and give him that comfort as he, passed over. There was a zookeeper standing there and cuddling him as if it was me standing by him. Now, Alberg Zoo houses three carnivorous and dangerous species: Asiatic lions, polar bears, and Sumatran tigers. Now, Sol was so impressed with the process that she tried to bring another horse that had passed away to the zoo last year, but was turned down because the horse was taller than the maximum height required for his body to fit in the zoo's refrigerator. His remains were instead repurposed as dog food. Okay, this story is just nuts. And I am so sorry, Debbie Webb. I hope that your mother gets all the care and, support she needs at the hospital. And I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Now, the zoo has received, a lot of global backlash in the past few weeks after its Facebook post, requesting the small animal donations went viral. And I do get it because on the face of it, it does sound rather morbid and awful. And you dig into it and they're trying to do everything ethically, but I just don't know if I can square this circle with this one. I guess well, the tally for this year alone, they have received 22 horses, 173 rabbits, 53 chickens, and 18 guinea pigs. Now, cats and dogs are not, accepted as donations at this time. How the hell many lions are you going to feed with a damn guinea pig? I have so many questions about this. And Betty White, being the queen, was DTF down to, well, Bones star David Boreanaz, which, I mean, to be fair, Angel was one of my first crushes from Buffy. Have to say, though, adult me likes Spike better, so make of that what you will. Betty White apparently made a shocking, lewd first impression on Bones star David Boreanaz. Allegedly, she wanted to jump his bones. Betty White told actor David Boreanaz that she wanted to F him the first time they met on the set of his long-running show Bones. Now, Boreanaz, 56, recalled White arriving to film in 2015 and graciously saying hello to everyone on set. And Emily and I were just waiting for her, and she's like, "Oh, good to see you. Oh, good to see you. Oh, you're so nice. You're so pretty," he recalled during the Bones 20th anniversary retrospective panel at the inaugural Televerse Festival on Saturday, according to People. I mean, hey, Betty, yeah, hey, we might be older, but we still have eyeballs. Now, Boreanaz said that the Emmy winner went up to, Deschanel and complimented her on her good looks before turning to him and spewing an obscene statement. She looks at me and she just goes, "Holy S, I want to F you. Like, I want to F you." I think I would die. Like, I would be dead, Diddee. Look, I can't spell, on the floor if Betty White said that in my presence. I would still be in a coma right at that spot today. Now, it would have been the best moment of my life. I would have remembered it forever. But why don't we have this on film? Someone should have filmed this. Now, Boreanaz said that he just started laughing. Now, Deschanel has no memory of the interaction between her co-star and the late Golden Girls star, but called it amazing to work with Betty White. Their co-star, Tamara Taylor, referred to White as a legendary potty mouth, with TJ Thine dubbing White as a little troublemaker. Now, the panel, moderated by People reporter Sean Mandel, also featured Hart Hansen, Michaela Colin, and Eric Miglin. Now, White appeared as Dr. Beth Mayer in season 11 of the show in 2015, and she reprised her role 2 years later for the series' 12th season. I don't think I got to the 12th season. Now, White was known for her blunt comments over the year and was even called out once by Sally Struthers for fat shaming her in front of other people while filming a game show. The beloved Mary Tyler Moore Show star died on December 31st, 2021, at the age of 99. She was less than 3 weeks away from her 100th birthday. Even though Betty was about to be 100, I thought she would live forever, her agent and close friend, Jeff Wilitas, said in a statement at the time. And she was just awesome. I want Betty White back. I miss her terribly, and so will the animal world she loved so much, he continued. I don't think Betty ever feared passing because she always wanted to be with her most beloved husband, Alan Ludden, and she believed she would be with him again. So I am glad that hopefully she is with her husband. And to be fair, I too would if I were free in like all the circumstances and he was free, I would be open to a relationship with Angel as long as he acted like either Angel or Bones. I don't really know David Boreanaz, but I know the characters he plays. So if he could just stay in character the whole time and I were single and he were single, life would be different. I don't know where I'm going with that one. I'm going to blame my lack of sleep, but for the most part, this is just generally how I feel. So really, there is no excuse. But those have been your final form Jesus stories for today. So if you had, donate your horse to the zoo and Betty White was totally going to grind on Angel, then again, buy me a lotto ticket and share some luck with me. Well, some people who are not feeling so very lucky right now